Hi guys, and welcome to Python tutorial of a YouTube video downloader. And in here I've entered an incorrect URL. So I'm going to click on the download button here, and you see that it's telling me that URL is incorrect. So supposing we enter valid URL in there, let's see what's going to happen. I've just entered a valid URL in there, and the file is going to be officially saved right here inside my folder here. So if I click on this, let's see what's going to happen. If you notice, these files I have in there, they are all Python, and there's one folder in there. So I'm just going to click on download, and let's see what's going to happen now. There we go. Look at that. That is it right there. Yeah, and that's one of my videos. This very video, if I double click on that, let's open it up so that you guys can see it. There we go. Hi guys, and welcome to Unity Tutorial. See, that's one of my videos. So I'm going to exit out there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Python development environment, and we will put one of this nice beautiful tutorial together. So let's start by clicking on file new, and now the very first thing we want to do is to grab hold of the following. Let's say from Tkinter, we want to import it or enter a star there. Then the next thing is you want to import us from PyTube. Make sure you have installed PyTube onto your system. Okay, so go to YouTube. Okay, so it's going to import that as a YouTube. There we go. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a class. I'm going to call that YT, or yeah, YT download. And top parenthesis. There we go. And now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to define my function that I intend to use. So this is going to be self root, and I'm going to now use this to define my width, height, and so on. So come right down here. So self.root, and that is going to be equals, the name is root. Now the next thing is going to be self.title. Let's add a title to it. Paste that in here. So that's going to be dot title, and I'm going to call that YouTube downloader tutorial, or YouTube downloader, whatever. YouTube. Now that is done, let's take care of my coordinates. That will include geometry. Let's say geometry, and the geometry is going to be, I want to make that about 900 plus. So the width will be 925 by 403 plus 500. So that will be the position where my system would be the X and Y axis. All right, that's what these ones are for. This one is the width, the height, the X, Y. All right, now the next thing is frame, and this very frame is going to be inside. It's a child of self, and let's add about 10. That's the border there, and let's get that border, I believe. So I want to set it to rigid. There we go. That is that taken care of. So let's run this up. Come right down here, paste, and let's just say dot pack. No, I'm going to change this one. I'm not going to make this one pack. I'm going to make it as let's say grid there. So in here the role is going to be There's not going to be rule in here, so let's just round it up and say get it padded 20. So I'm going to copy that, come right down here, paste and paste again. This one I'm going to call it top 1. This is top 1 and the second one is going to be top 2, right? This is going to be top 2 and this is top frame 2 as well. Top frame 2. Okay, top frame 2. Let's start with top frame 1 first. With the top frame 1, I'm going to set the role to 0. Equals 0. And the column is 0 as well. There. In the case of top frame 2, that is, let's change that to, let's paste this there first. So I'm going to make this 1 and 0. 1 and 0. Right. Okay, that's fine. And this one, let's get it padded by X1 and this make that 20 as well. Okay, so that is my framework taken care of. Now let's kind of like run this up here. Just ask it to loop around. Let's say if main name column and equals main column, then we'll say root, that will be equals tk. First thing first, let's go to file and just save this. Save as need yeah, right in here. So I want to call that download YT poll. This is for my second channel, so I'm gonna add poll to it. There we go. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to try this out. It's just gonna show me a small frame. There we go. That's a frame there. Okay, that's a frame, so that's fine. Now, the next thing I want to do now is let me create some widget. Let's say this label is going to be for my title. Let's call that LBL title. And this title is going to be widget label. And widget label is a child of first top frame 1. Paste that right in there. Let's say the font is going to be an area, and let's say it's about 30. Then we get it bold, comma. I think this should work. I'm going to say underline as well. If it doesn't work, we take it off. Okay, there, and just close that, comma. Then the text that I want on it, I'm going to call that YouTube, something like that. YouTube download a video, or YouTube download tutorial. Let's end it with tutorial. So let's run LBL up. LBL dot, that will be, I can just make that the role is going to be 0 0 anyway. So let's grab all of this, paste that in here, paste. Okay, so I also, let's see if it's going to be centered. If not, we just do something about that. Okay, get rid of all of this. If it's not dead center, I take care of it. That is that done. So I'm going to now come in here, save, and let's run and see how to get it indented. Okay, then now run, save and run. Okay, right, but it's now showing. Let's see, I want all of these to show up. As you can see, they're now showing because they were meant to be the child of the frame. So the mainframe. Paste this in there and paste this right in here, the application. So I'm going to come in here and just say application, and that is equals YT, and enter boot in there, and there we go. So it should show up now. So I'm going to run it and let's see. There we go. Look at that. All right, so I have my title in there. So I'm going to get rid of this border that is around the title. There's the border. Just come in here. I can make that 0. That's it. So let's save and run. There. Okay, now let's find a way to extend this. All right. Instead of just extending it, I'm going to use the entry widget to get that done for me. We'll undo that. Let's copy all of this. Paste that in there. And I'm going to need 2 more labels. One more here. Paste this here. Now, this label here, the one right on the top here, that's for the title, and this one, I'm going to use that as an indicator for when you are entering your data. So we'll change this to something a little bit much more manageable. Now come right down here, change all of this to something like enter into this box. Let's say the full URL. There we go, and get it padded about 20. Yeah. There. Okay, this is going to be, I'm just going to call that LBL URL. LBL URL. LBL URL. And this is frame 2. Okay, now, because I want to arrange them on top of each other, I'm just going to change this to this axis to get it padded. All right. The next thing is I need an entry here. No, first thing first, let me run this. File, run. There we go. We'll get rid of the underline. I don't want underline in there. Where is it? This one. Get rid of that. Okay, in here now. So that's going to be URL. Let's just call that enter or entry URL. The entry URL is going to be using entry widget. An entry widget that will be in frame number 2. We have the same. Okay, let's make the frame 2, and it's going to be about 24 as well. Yeah, and let me just define the width here. That's the width for it. It's about 40 something, so that will just expand everything for me. So here I'm going to change the color to something blue. Right, that's good. And I'm going to get it justified center and add this to it as well. There. Okay, so I want to center, get rid of this, change that to border. That might be too much. 10, close that. And just get it packed. Entry URL, you want you packed. Dot pack. Okay. I'm going to run it. I just want to see how that's going to look like. Oh, just look at it. Look at it. That would have given me an error. That was meant to be 46, I said earlier. So let's run it and see. Oh, what's that now? Oh, look at it. I said enter. It's meant to be entry. Okay. Save and run. No, stop that. Run. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice. All right, that's fine. Now the next thing is I need to add this. I want this one to kind of like display something. I'm going to change this to 2. And here, I'll just call it video feedback or something like that. Video feedback. Video feedback, video feedback, video download feedback, or video feedback download zone, whatever. Yeah, something like that. And this is going to be packed as well. Change this to about 24. Get rid of this line. Okay, it's 24, no line. Change the color. Font color. I'm going to make that blue. Okay. And center. Is the center? Let's say comma. Justify equals center. Okay, so that is done. This one is just meant to be the feedback. LBL feedback. All right. Get it packed. Okay. Now run. There we go. Look at that. That's good. I think I need to increase this a little bit, just a tiny little bit more. Where is it? Right up here. Make it maybe about 28. Yeah. 28. Let's run it and see. Okay. Yeah, maybe 30. Right, change that to 30. Now run. Let's see. Okay, that's much better. Now let's add a button. After the button, we can then create our, let's call it download button, or download URL, that is equals button. And download URL is going to be inside here. So I'm not going to specify any width or whatever for it. So we'll just give it a name. Let's grab all of this, dump that in there, get rid of the width. Okay, the fonts, that's okay. Okay, what about text? Want some text on it. Get rid, copy this text. I can paste that in here. And the text on it is going to be maybe download video, something like that. Download video, copy, paste that in here. Let's just put video in there. Now round up this button so get it padded as well. Get rid of this for now. So I'm gonna run it. Run. That's my button right there. That's cool. Okay, that's looking good. So let's do one thing. Let's add a bit of space for that button. So press F5, run. Okay, we have a bit of room in here. That's good. Now nothing is working as you can see, so I need to create a function. So this very function, I can just call it download or something. So let's come right in here, right underneath here, and we create our function there. Yeah, why not? Right there. Let's put a line there. Download. So in here, I'm just going to say function downloader loader YT. Let's make okay function downloader YT, and that is going to be equals link, and this link, that's the one that's taking in whatever value that comes from here. Enter equals dot get whatever we have in there. So let's use try. If there's any problem, do as follows. Let's go for except here, and in here where we have our feedback, this one LBL feedback, so that will give us some news in here that look, there's something wrong. Dot config, and the text that will show up will be equals, let's say download error, or error downloading. Yeah, that's done. So copy this. If there's no problem, and why it needs to be well indented though. If there's no problem, I want you to do as follows. That download is successful, something like that. Download. Successful. But before download the successful, the following is meant to happen. So let's say YouTube. That's just a local variable. YouTube object, that will be equals YouTube, this very one here. And this YouTube is going to take in link, this one. Okay, the value link is stored in there, and this YouTube object, let's make sure this is well properly aligned. This YouTube object, that is going to now be equals YouTube object dot stream dot get underscore high resolution. Okay, underscore resolution. If you don't put that, you may have to enter your own resolution that you want. So I've asked it to do that for me, so that's fine. And here, what we then need to do is just to ask it to download now. Come right here and just ask, say dot download. There we go. There. And finally, we then need to call this. Let's call that function inside or on the button here. So I'm going to say comma here. There should be a comma there. Comma command equals call the function. Okay, let's give that a try. I'm going to click on run. Enter whatever in there. There we go. Look at that. Error downloading. So let's enter a valid URL. Copy that URL and I'm just going to paste it in there. Click on, before I click on run, let me open up my file. I have the first video I used in demonstrating, so I'm going to delete that. Now it's empty. So let's come in here and just click on download. There we go. I've clicked on the download, just waiting for it to finish downloading. It's coming up. I think it's working. There we go. Look at that. Download successful. So let's click on that and see. Okay guys, you see that? That's how you create your own YouTube downloader. So with that guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. It seems a little bit long with YouTube downloader, but guess what? It's for beginners. So for those of you guys who are expert in creating all the components, just bear with us. Thank you, and please do subscribe to this channel. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now. But before I go, let me show you guys the lines of code one more time. Let's take it from the top. I guess you can see that. Bring it right here. And that's all there is to it. So you all have a nice day, and bye for now.